Yeah?
Not as good as you.
David, can you just talk us through that performance from your team?
Yeah, I thought we were excellent, outstanding actually, to be honest, probably the word I would use, purely because before the game I spoke a lot about we needed every player to be absolutely at the top of their game. Needed every player to give absolutely everything and give the amount of energy that goes into that, and to buy into what we're trying to do from a game plan point of view, and I thought they delivered that. I'm delighted for them. They got out of the game what they deserve for the amount of effort they put into it. And every single one of them to a man were outstanding on the day, which we needed to beat a very good Celtic side.
What about Josh Campbell in that first half? Brilliant.
Yeah, he was excellent. You know, he's really he's had a real good season, a real good run of form at the moment. He obviously came out of the team during a difficult period, but since he's came back in, he's won that. Not just his goals today, but his level of performance in recent weeks, the energy he does every single week when he plays. He's came out of the team and then responded in a real positive way, exactly the way you want a player to respond in terms of being left out. When he gets his opportunity again, he's really took it, and he's shown us what a good player he is and what his key strengths are as well. His running power and his aggression, and I think you've seen that today. He almost does a man and a half job. So, and he's one of everyone today. To be honest, I don't like singling people out, but I think obviously you'll get the credit for his goals as well.
The team have been so impressive over the last few weeks, but is that the best performance you've seen from your side since you've been here, David?
I think defensively, from an organisation point of view, and then obviously playing against a real top side. You know, this is a side that went over to Champions League in Germany and were excellent on the night. So I think the challenge is always going to be there before the game. I think when the run of form we're on and the momentum we've got at the moment clearly shows we're in a good place and a good place at the minute. But I think it's great. The result today, the attitude of the players, everything that goes into it, and all the praise goes towards the players for their efforts. And it's a true reflection on us sticking together during difficult times and really moving forward, and I think that's where we are right now. We need to recover really quickly because it's a quick turnaround, 3 games in a week. This is a massive week. We know that with the top 6 split coming soon, so we need to make sure we get the points as quickly as we can to make sure we can cement our place in there. But 3 points today certainly helps with that, so we're delighted for everyone involved.
You know that sunshine on Leith is only reserved for really big occasions when you've had a big win. So first of all, what was that like being out there for that? Something you've experienced many times, first time as a manager, and how much do you feel that the players deserve to have that special moment?
I think they fully did deserve it. I think the fans as well. You know, the atmosphere right from to start the game the way it did was really important, especially when you think back to how we started the games previously. You know, find ourselves a goal down within 5 minutes against Celtic. So I think that was a big part of it. And then, as you say, there are these special moments that you can have, the players and the fans, and the connection that's there at the minute. You can really feel it every single time we take the field at the moment. And I've been very fortunate as a player to stand there and feel that on the pitch. Obviously first time as a manager, which I'm delighted for, but I've always said to the players that's a real special moment that is hard to get in this football club, but when they do come around, you need to cherish it because it's so special. And I think then when you think back to how important that result was and performance was, it's then fitting as well. You know, 2 years since Ron passed. You've seen the boards today that celebrating his life. That's certainly something that he would be really proud of today, looking down, and we needed that today as well. So I'm delighted for absolutely everyone involved.
It was a heart-stop moment at the end there with the Celtic equaliser that get chopped off. What was your emotion?
I actually just said to Adam there, I was delighted that the groundsman painted the lines straight this morning and the pitch was the size it was. I think that's very, very fine margins, isn't it? So the fine margins that we get the rub of the green today, a split second if he gets to the ball early and the ball stays in, then they equalise. And then all the momentum would have been with Celtic, so we know that was a massive moment in the game. Sometimes you need that little bit of luck, a little bit of fortune along the way, but I think today with our effort, with our application, how hard the boys ran, and how much they put into that today, they fully deserved that break at that moment, and I'm delighted for them.
You've got Eddie May recovering from a car crash. Was that as much for him as well?
Yes, it's very much so, Eddie. You know, he's on the phone, on the bench on the phone, probably just slightly behind. Well, he's obviously slightly behind than it would be live. So another special one for him as well. You know, that's what happens during the week. So we get so caught up in what we're doing on the day to day, every single minute, every day, that things like that really put things into perspective. You know, very fortunate to come out of it the way he did, because well, it's very unfortunate to be in that position, but you know, very lucky to come out of it with a few bumps and bruises. So that was very much for him as well, and the players are aware of that as well. So no, delighted for him as well.
Says a lot about the mentality of the squad, David, just a few months ago, obviously coming under a lot of criticism to now being fourth at the table.
Yes, no, it's something that I've talked a lot about, especially early on in the season, the mentality was always questioned and the character of the group was questioned, and it was difficult to not, obviously have to take that on the chin because of the results and performances at that point. More so results, not so much performances early on in the season, that we needed to really stick together during that time. There was moments in games when I even think back to the character and from last week, we didn't play anywhere near the level last week against St Mirren, a real difficult game. Went down to 10 men but seen the game out. At the start of the season we've been on the reverse of that and didn't manage to hold out, so we are moving forward, we are progressing as a group, and that momentum's building, that togetherness is getting there all the time. And then when I then think back to the players that were on the pitch today and joined the matchday squad, got Joe Newell coming back, Kieran Bowie making his first start and doing incredibly well, Marvin Ekpateta back, Ellie Johan's 2 minutes away from being back, so the squad itself now is really, really strong, and I'm in a real positive place now to try and finish the season as strong as we can, so I'm delighted for them all.
Does that performance level need to be the bare minimum now, where you said the split coming up and third place not wrapped up either just yet?
Yeah, it's the amount of effort they put into that today, it's very much one of the games where you need to be at your absolute best, and this league demonstrates that all the time as well, with how tight it is. I know we've moved up in the league at the moment, there's games to be played over the weekend, so that could change. All we can do is take care of that. My message has been very clear to the players for a number of weeks now, which is try to catch the team in front of us, and that's all we can do at the moment. And quickly we can get catching the team in front and collect as many points as we can, as quickly as we can before the split. Gives you a real chance of looking higher, but our full focus right now is to make sure we cement our place in that top six.
Does that result make the Scottish Cup tie feel all the more kind of easier? I mean, it's not an easy kind of challenge Celtic either way, but winning this game will have helped, no?
No, I think we can just take confidence from the game. I think we need to look at ourselves and how we've progressed this season. So when you think back to all the games we've played against Celtic now, started the game really poorly in all of them in terms of finding ourselves a goal down, but we showed real resilience in all the games as well.